Welcome to the Laser Channel where we learn, create, and share. My name is Greg, and in this video, I'm going to be performance reviewing the Falcon 2 laser machine by Creality. This machine has an amazing top speed and it has some really great accuracy, and I'm going to put that to the test today. During the testing, we're also going to see I've got a nickel balanced on the frame of the machine, and while this is jutting around at maximum speed, I want to see if that nickel stays balanced on the frame, because when I ran this machine off camera, this thing was absolutely silky smooth. The performance tests are going to be in the form of 3 different spiral shapes. These spiral shapes are going to be ran at a very high speed. For the accuracy portion, I'm going to be looking at the gaps between each of those spiral layers. They should all be even. Before I jump into the test, let me introduce some of the features of the Falcon 2 laser machine to you. If you'd like to know more about this machine, I will have some product links in the video description down below. The Falcon 2 laser machine is available with a 10-watt laser module, a 22-watt, and 40-watt. The machine featured in today's video has a 22-watt laser module. The laser module has 3 built-in monitoring systems. The work area of the 22-watt machine is 400 millimeters by 415 millimeters. The Falcon 2 also includes 5-way safety protection, travel limit switches, tilt stop function, security key, emergency stop button, laser protection cover on the laser module. The Falcon 2 also includes an air assist pump capable of producing up to 30 liters per minute. Additional versatility of the machine is offered by offline use through the SD card and the control panel found on the front of the machine. Next, let's check out the first test spiral inside Lightburn software. The first spiral test shape is going to be round. When we zoom in, we're going to see that the windings of the spiral are very tightly packed, and this is going to be a great way to check the accuracy of the machine. When I pan over up to this corner, we're going to see that the total length of the spiral is 513 inches. When I set up all of the spiral shapes, I was shooting for a total length of around 500 inches plus or minus. The total estimated time for this round spiral is going to be 1 minute and 19 seconds. The run settings that I'll be using in all of these tests is going to be a speed of 400 millimeters per second at a power level of 100%. The material that I'll be using for all these tests is going to be plain black construction paper. The nickel is balanced on the frame of the machine. Let me know in the comments down below whether you think that nickel will still be standing on the frame by the end of the test. Check that out. The nickel is still perfectly balanced on the frame of the machine. And just to prove that I don't have that glued down, just the slightest tap on the machine and that nickel tips right over. Let's check out in greater detail how the spiral turned out. When I check out the spiral cuts on both axes, I'm finding that they're all perfectly cut, even gaps all throughout. And as a reality check, I'd like to see that all of the spirals, in fact, were cut out from the center all the way to the outside. And this is cut. They're just hanging up on themselves just a little bit. I'll peel all of this 500 inches of string spiral cut out. Look at that. Perfectly cut out. And a great way to make some confetti. That was pretty neat to see the round spiral cut out. Inside Lightburn, I have a triangular spiral to cut out. When we zoom into the corner, we'll see that the total length is going to be about 518 inches. The run settings are going to be the same. When I check the preview time, we move from 1 minute 19 seconds from the round spiral up to 1 minute 55 seconds with this triangular. This is an additional 36 seconds, and this will be due to the laser having to slow down and make all of these very sharp corners. I've reset the nickel on the frame. I have some new material set inside the machine, and we're ready to run the triangle spiral test. And just a little flick of the frame and that tips right over. We check out the triangle. I know when this was doing the cutout that I had the air assist on a little bit too high and some of the cutout fluttered and it recut over some of that. But let's check out how even these cuts are throughout the triangle spiral. When I check out how even the spiral cuts are, on this side, they all look very even from the outside, working to the center. When I check out the other side here, I see the same thing, very even. They're all the same. And the third and final side, that looks good. So all three sides match the gap from the center all the way to the outside. Lastly, I'll just pick up the center and lift as much of this out. I do know that it is cut off in just a couple spots, but again, all cleanly cut out. Check that out. So far, I'd have to say I am very impressed. And once again, I have some more confetti. This is definitely pretty neat to see the Falcon 2 performing during these spiral tests. If you like this video so far, please consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel, or ring that notification bell. Next, let's hop back into Lightburn software and check out the next spiral shape. For the last test, I have a four-sided spiral. To find out the length of the spiral, when I zoom in, we'll see that it is just over 506 inches. The total estimated time is going to increase to 2 minutes and 9 seconds. This is due to more corners adds more time. The nickel's been reset, more material in the work area, and we're ready to start the last test. This looks all absolutely perfect on all four sides until I touched it and put them all out of order, but the gap on the spiral is even all the way around. Very impressive, and the nickel is still standing, and all it takes is a slight bump on the frame and it wiggles and falls off. I'll pull this out and check that out. All evenly cut. Again, the spots where it's sticking on itself, it's not that it didn't cut, it's just sticking on itself. Of all the videos that I've made, I think this is the most interesting one that I've had to clean up after with all of this like party confetti that I made from all the spiral cuts. It's really neat that all of these spiral cuts from the center core all the way out to the outside edge, they're all exactly the same width. I'm not sure if I'm more impressed with that accuracy, the speed, or the fact that I was able to balance a nickel on the frame for all three of those tests. This machine really does run that smoothly that I can balance a coin on edge and it doesn't tip over while it's making all of these turns, especially on this last test where I did that square spiral. What did you think of today's performance review video? Would you like to see more testing like this on other machines that you can find on the Laser channel? Would you like to see some other types of testing performed on the machine? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Until next time, learn, create, and share.